Hello students, this for 7th standard, 3rd chapter in physics is energy. Now you all have already learned in the previous video about energy and different forms of energy. Now in this part, you all are going to learn about energy transformation and about law of conservation of energy. Now energy in any form, like for example sound energy, just sound energy cannot be used entirely. So instead, if it is being converted from one form to another, you can use it. Okay, so there are different ways in which energy can be transformed from one form to another. So now I am going to give you all examples related to energy transformation. Kinetic energy can be transformed to potential energy. In the same way, potential energy can be transformed to kinetic energy. Like for example, a car which is present on a hill, it has to come down the hill. So when it is on the hill, since there is some height involved with respect to the ground level, you find that car on the hill will have potential energy owing to its height and of course mass. Now as the car comes down from the hill, you find that potential energy gets converted to kinetic energy. Now in the previous video you have already learned that kinetic energy is the energy possessed by an object by virtue of its motion. So as the car comes down, slowly you find the height from the ground level decreases. So its potential energy decreases and it gains kinetic energy. So this is one example of conversion of potential energy to kinetic energy. Now there is a ball which is raised from the ground level. So the moment you raise the ball, you find it is raised up to a certain height. So that ball will possess potential energy. So the moment I release the ball, you find that the height of the ball from the ground level decreases. So potential energy is decreasing and eventually as the ball reaches the ground, its kinetic energy increases. So this is another example of conversion of potential energy to kinetic energy. Next example would be photosynthesis in green leaves. Now green leaves can prepare its own food in the presence of sunlight. So how is it possible? Here also we make use of sun's energy. Now as you all know that sun gives us heat energy as well as light energy. So the light energy which is present in the sun is being converted by the chemicals which are present in green leaves to prepare food. So here also there is conversion in the form of light energy to chemical energy. And this process in fact is called as photosynthesis. Photo means something which is related to light. Right? Next, loudspeaker. Now loudspeaker, you can hear a loud sound through a loudspeaker. So here also there is energy conversion. Now in case of a loudspeaker, electrical energy is getting converted to sound energy. If you are using a microphone, that time you find that sound energy gets converted to electrical energy. Now in a steam engine, you find coal is being used, okay, and it is heated to convert water into steam. So here also, and then eventually the steam is used to run the engines. So here also you find heat energy is being converted to chemical energy and then this energy is used to run, so eventually it gets converted to kinetic energy. Then another example would be a bulb. In a bulb you find electrical energy gets converted to heat energy and light energy. Now why heat? Heat, of course, when the bulb is being used, you find along with light there is some heat that is given. Now if it's a tube light which is being used, you find it will convert electrical energy to light energy. Now mobile charger, the mobile, when you are charging a mobile, electrical energy, because you are inserting it into the electrical socket, so that time you find electrical energy is getting converted to chemical energy. Now where is the chemical present? Now inside a mobile you find there will be a battery present, so that battery gets charged, and that is how this electric energy gets converted from electrical energy to chemical energy. Another example would be you are using a cell, inside a car, a toy car, okay, and you are using cells. So in there, now cells will consist of chemicals. So these chemicals are being used, and eventually the car moves when you switch on the button. So here chemical energy is getting converted to kinetic energy. Right? So these are some of the examples of energy convergence. Now on a larger scale also, now we get electricity, it is due to hydro electric power plants. So there also we now this electricity which we get in our homes is because of these hydroelectric power plants. So there also now water which is stored at a higher level in dams. Okay, so when water is stored at a higher level, it possesses, due to its height, it possesses potential energy. So as the water is allowed to flow in the downward direction, this potential energy gets converted to electrical kinetic energy, and eventually there will be turbines connected, large fans connected at the base. So this falling water, it rotates the turbines, and this entire turbines will be connected to a setup where you have magnets and coil present. So that is how electricity is being generated. So it goes from potential energy to kinetic energy to electrical energy. So in fact in real life also there are so many examples. Geyser. Now geyser, you need electricity to run the geyser. So in that case you find electrical energy gets converted into heat energy. When you are burning wood, now inside wood there will be chemicals present. So when you are burning it, in fact you get heat energy as well as light energy. So these are some of the examples related to energy transformation. The last part in this lesson, energy, is law of conservation of energy. Now what is this law of conservation of energy? Now it states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. Now I have already given you some examples of how energy can get transformed from one form to another. Now in fact you find during this transformation there is no energy that is being lost. Instead total energy gets conserved. Okay, now using a roller coaster, I am going to explain how total energy gets conserved. Now in this roller coaster I am going to consider 3 points: point A, position A, position B and position C. Now initially the roller coaster is here, alright. So we'll see how energy is getting converted. Now it is between kinetic energy and potential energy. Now at point A, since the roller coaster is here, now at point A, since there is height involved, you find the vehicles, it will have maximum potential energy. Now, suppose h is the height, so it will have, of course it will have mass, it has got height, so potential energy will be maximum over here. And since at this point when it is not moving, you find kinetic energy will be 0. Alright, so at point A, now I am explaining how energy is getting conserved at each and every stage. So at point A, you find that potential energy, if m is the mass, h is the height and g is the acceleration due to gravity, you find potential energy is mgh and kinetic energy is 0. Right? So total energy E is the sum of potential and kinetic energy. So it comes to mgh. Right? It comes to mgh. Comes to mgh. Now at position B, now we'll see what happens at position B. Now at B, now this as it comes down, you find it is losing height. So as height is getting reduced, you find potential energy is getting reduced because h value is coming down and it is gaining speed. So as it is gaining speed, speed increases. So eventually kinetic energy at this point will be maximum. So as this value, that is potential energy value, goes down, you find kinetic energy value increases. So at this point, that is point B, you find it will have maximum kinetic energy and potential energy becomes 0. So in this case, at point B, you find, since there is no height involved, height is 0, so potential energy, you can say it is minimum, correct? So potential energy is 0 and kinetic energy is maximum. So it is half mv squared. Formula is half mv squared. So total energy becomes E is equal to sum of potential plus kinetic. Potential is 0, so you get it as half mv squared. Alright? Now we come to point C. Now from this position, now slowly there is a gain in height. So as it comes and travels all over here, at this position you find again it is gaining height. So as it is gaining height, what happens? Potential energy increases and kinetic energy reduces. Right? So the kinetic energy gets converted to potential energy. It will have a kinetic energy, in fact will have a minimum value. Right? So we consider it as almost 0. So at point C, what happens is potential energy becomes maximum, which is mgh, and kinetic energy reduces to minimum of 0. Kinetic energy is 0. So again here you find total energy is sum of potential and kinetic energy, which is equal to mgh. Is mgh. So here this is an example of law of conservation of energy, because at every instant, at point A, at point B, at point C, or you can consider any point in between, any point, you find the total energy will be same, which will be E. So E is the total energy, so it is not getting lost, in fact it is just getting converted from one form to another. Right? So this is one example. Second, another example I can give you is of a pendulum, swinging pendulum. Now in case of a swinging pendulum also you find pendulum bob which is swinging about its mean position. This is the pendulum bob, this is the mean position. Now again this behaves law of conservation of energy. So as it goes to the extreme end, you find there is a gain in height, then it comes back with its original mean position and then it swings in the other direction. Swings in the other direction. So in this case also you find when the pendulum bob is at this position, kinetic energy is zero and kinetic energy is maximum and potential energy is zero. Now from this position when it goes up there is a gain in height. So when there is a gain in height you find its potential energy becomes maximum and kinetic energy reduces. Kinetic energy becomes zero. Same thing will happen here if height involved is h. So here also potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is zero. And in between also if you consider any point, that time also you will find the energy remains constant. It will be some value of potential energy and some value of kinetic energy, right? So this is another example where you can prove this law of conservation of energy, right? So in this chapter you will have learned, and in this chapter energy you will have learned about forms of energy, energy transformation along with some examples, and towards the end we will have learned about law of conservation of energy. Okay? Thank you.